Depend on your Southwest Florida Chevy team. Bill Branch, Fort Myers. Bob Taylor, Naples. Palm Chevrolet, Punta Gorda. Roger Dean Chevrolet, Cape Coral.
All dairies go a long way to meet high industry standards. But Quality Check goes further. Which is why more people are coming up to the fresher taste of Quality Check. Look for the check in the cube, where the fresh taste will tell you you're better, because you're better than you have to be.
After 35 years in the furniture business, I've learned one thing. People who can afford to pay retail never do. Therefore, I'm announcing our new merchandising philosophy. Effective immediately, Mata Brothers will offer 500 manufacturers and $12 million in stock merchandise at North Carolina discount catalog pricing. Shop our competitors and come to Mata Brothers for your North Carolina wholesale price.
Daytime, nighttime, you're always on my mind, dreaming my life away.
Clothes you can live in, at prices you can live with. Bell's entire stock of DK Gold, 30% off.
How can I make you stay?
Bell's, we've got what you want.
This morning's weather is brought to you by your local Lincoln Mercury dealer.
A late season snow surprises many New Yorkers. The storm snarled traffic and closed schools. 2 to 4 inches fell today. The freezing temperatures turned some of the snow into sleet, but today's warmer temperatures are expected to melt most of it. Well, the
north was just not 4 inches. As a matter of fact, some places got up to 8 inches. 8 inches on Long Island, eastern Long Island, and they got up to, I think, 14 inches at Bud Lake, New Jersey, up in the northwestern part of the state. But it's not that unusual. I used to live up there, and sometimes we would get our worst snowstorms the first day of spring.
Oh, I feel bad for them. I like our weather down here better.
Yes, it's true. That's why we came. Oh, you all come down here, right? We got some very well-needed rain in most Lee County last night, and that was certainly good news. And we're starting out on a nice note, too, although there is some fog here and there. 67 degrees is the current temperature at Fort Myers, Cape Coral, 69 at Naples, and 67 at Punta Gorda. The humidity at 91%, wind west at 7, the pressure 29.96, and it's rising. Yesterday's high temperature was 80 degrees. So far this morning, a low temperature of 67, 1.84 inches of rain at Page Field, close to 2 inches in some spots here next side of Sanibel and at the Edison Bridge. Looking at temperatures across the state this morning, not bad at all. As a matter of fact, with that westerly wind component, is just as warm on the west coast as it is on the east coast. The warmest reading, of course, at Key West at 73, and the coolest reading, of course, Tallahassee checking in at 50 degrees. And as we look at the TrueView satellite, not too much to talk about in the way of middle and high-level clouds. Of course, fog has not shown up too well on this infrared shot, but there is some patchy fog here and there across the area, but not producing any rainfall. Let's take a look at Doppler radar. We're not seeing any rain all up and down the coast, and that's certainly good news. And we're not expecting any rain today, and for the weekend, we're not expecting any rain as well. As we look at the jet stream, this is the big story. A big shot of colder air is pushed down into the northeastern part of the country. Big low-pressure center over Labrador has opened up the trap for much colder Arctic air to move down across the northeast. And believe it or not, there's another system upstream here that is expected to bring more snow to the northeast and possibly down as far south as Washington, D.C. for maybe the first part of next week. We're sort of caught up in the subtropical jet stream, but right now the subtropical jet stream is dry. A little bit later on, this system, which is out in California, probably will get caught up and move eastward over the next several days, but not until the weekend is over. In the far west, you have an upper-level low-pressure center, which is producing some locally heavy rains again across portions of California to the southeast situation. And in fact, some locally heavy rains have already moved inland. The possibility of mudslides and some locally heavy rains and mountain snows across that region. Some snow is falling now across the upper Midwest. This is part of that Alberta Clipper, the next system which is moving southward now out of Canada. And some snow, believe it or not, is falling in the mountains of South Carolina and North Carolina this morning, some flurries. You can see some rain, too, down across the southwestern Florida, just off the coast there, but it's not going to be affecting us. Here is the cold front. It is moving southward now, and it's expected to continue to move southward across our region and provide cooler and drier conditions by this afternoon. A reinforcement of cold Arctic air is expected to push southward very rapidly across our region, probably tomorrow. But of course, by the time it gets down here, it'll be so modified because we have spring sunshine right now. As you can see, temperatures are pretty chilly across the upper Midwest with 5 degrees up there at International Falls, 14 degrees over at Sault Ste. Marie, and a chilly 19 at Buffalo. It's already 34 degrees, so the snow is starting to melt in New York City, 24 degrees at Boston, 53 down at Charleston, and it's still pretty chilly down across Dallas, Fort Worth, 44 degrees, a little bit cool for this time of year. 59 degrees at Los Angeles and 57 degrees over at San Francisco. And today's high temperatures here are not expected to rise too much because of the rainfall. As you can see, still rather chilly across most of the Northeast and expected to be a little bit cooler down across the southeastern part of the country. A few 80s expected down across extreme southern Florida. Here's the afternoon weather picture, and as you can see, by Friday evening, it's expected to, by this evening, expected to be a very nice situation. As a matter of fact, the only thing we have to contend with is strong gusty winds, and with the north equinox and also strong, there is a possibility of some coastal storm this afternoon, but it will be nice. As you can see, the cloud weather, pretty much a partly sunny picture, 41 degrees at Memphis, maybe some morning snow in Charlotte, 77 degrees at Key West. Here's my forecast for today, becoming mostly sunny, and high temperatures expected to be about 75 reduction.
Visit your Gold Star Dodge dealer today for a great deal on your favorite Dodge car or truck.
Fort Myers, tomorrow is Super Saturday at Floor Design Center. 8 incredible hours of out-of-this-world savings. Tomorrow, $30 a yard carpet reduced to $11.99. No extra charge for pad. No extra charge for installation. And 6 months to pay interest-free. Super Saturday. Tomorrow at Floor Design Center, Cleveland Avenue in Fort Myers.
I know a good value when I see one. That's why I opened my checking account at Bank Florida. I get free checks. There's no minimum balance, no per check charge, and it's only $3 a month. That's right. I get free checks, and I write as many as I need each month without any additional charge. Now that's smart checking. So if you're looking for a good checking account value at only $3 a month, call Bank Florida today. Bank Florida. Everything I've always wanted in a checking account.
If you've been wanting a reason to buy American, listen to this. Ford has the best-built American cars for 11 years in a row. The Ford Taurus has made Car and Driver's 10 Best Cars list for 6 straight years, and it's on sale right now for $14,388. Consumers Digest rated the Ford Escort as the best buy, and AAA ranked it as the #1 car for under $10,000. Motor Trend says the 92 Crown Victoria blends styling and luxury into a package that redefines what a full-size American sedan should be. Come see for yourself at Charlotte County Ford.
Today is D-Day for Congress, the deadline day President Bush set for lawmakers to pass an economic stimulus package. Members of Congress are still working to come up with a compromise tax plan that'll pass through both House of Congress. They'll probably pass one, but it will more than likely include a tax increase for wealthy Americans.